There you go, babe.
I just want to show you a little bit of video of my chicken coop. Here we got a few chickens coming out here. These are going to be my baby girls that I butcher here in the next couple weeks. Boys and girls are very, very friendly. They like to come out and hang out with us everywhere we go. Step on back here. Anyways, this is kind of where they like to hang out. We water this down here when it gets up in 100+ degree days. We've still been having a bunch of 100+ degree days. And so we found out that they seem to really take to this area. So we water it down when it gets really hot. Seems to kind of help them out with whatever cooling them down. Show you a little bit about our chicken coop. We just built this summer, 2011. July and part of August, very first part of August. We just basically started out with a 8x8 square, and that's kind of what we had in design mind. We didn't do any blueprints, no nothing. We just took this and just built it completely by ourselves on our own design. Some things that we did, we netted it all in with chicken wire. We extended that chicken wire all the way down, and it comes out to about 5 or 6 inches down here. Oh, sorry, girl. All the way down through here. And that way, if any predator wanted to try to come through here, they would have a very tough time. We covered this with a very hard rock or hard style clay, and just kind of plastered it all back in, and it sticks to the chicken wire, which is, like I said, about right up to here. Another thing we did from some of the other views and stuff, we made our back end of it here, where we can get our own eggs out of here without having to actually climb into the coop. Seems to be a pretty good idea, and look forward to being able to use that when our chickens get old enough. We have roughly like 20 chickens now. We started out with like 27, but we had 5 or 6 die due to some heat and some dogs, and we took care of all that by one form or another. Anybody that plans on trying to do this chicken wire, I tell you what, this was one tough son of a gun trying to get this stretched out right to where it's fit right. Because if not, it just wanted to be very loose, and trying to get it tight and to look nice, that was quite the struggle. That's probably one of the hardest struggles we had. Nobody told us anything about building a chicken coop, so we just kind of come up with our own idea. We put a pitch on it, galvanized metal roof, which is reinforced. Let's see, about every other foot on opposite corrugation. So, I mean, it's stuck on there. Nobody's, I mean, take hurricane force winds to take that thing off. Come on over here. Here's the door. Leave it. Hank, leave it. Here's the door. This is it's a very simple latch to come up with. you can open it back up, put a latch back here for when the wind blows. Don't blow it. Oh, come on, girl. You can't put a latch back here so it won't blow back shut when our chickens are pretty happy chickens. They really every time we come out here they're right at their feet. You can shut this, lock it if you wanted to. I don't really see any need to lock it. There's nothing you can get through there. Come in here. What we did was we put a ramp up here to come up to their nest boxes. From there, if they wanted to, they can get up here to some of the roosting areas. We didn't really know what they wanted. Like I said, this is kind of a new progress or a new deal for us, so we just kind of built it on what we thought they might like. Some of all this may change as time goes on. We put one here, just on the sides here. Some right here in the corners. And they seem to kind of take to a little bit of everything. I don't really know what they particularly like yet, but as they get older, I'm sure they're going to find a preference. This year, here in Oklahoma, it's been so stinking hot. So, like, when we started having 107, 108 degree temperatures for 10, 15 days straight, it really kind of took a toll on, especially on our Cornish cross rocks. So we decided to, because we lost 2 or 3 chickens due to the heat, we decided to put a mister system in here. And with the mister system, it really does a really good job of keeping them cool, and they tend to, if they're not out there in the deep woods, they'll come in here and they'll lay down, doors open or whatever. They'll lay down in here where the misting occurs, and they'll just kind of lay kind of under it, and you just tell it's a great stress relief to the chickens. So, and I think this only cost us about $40 total to get the whole thing installed. So I mean, it's pretty cheap. The only other thing I got to note is when we first started with the chickens, we put this and it was just sitting on the ground, and the chickens would just muddy it all up. It would get so dirty. We'd change it 2 or 3 times a day, and then it wouldn't even only be about 3/4 of the way full still, but it would be completely muddy and feathers and chicken stuff all in there. So we decided to put it up on a cinder block, kind of a square cinder block, and that has tremendously, it keeps them from wanting to, like this, stuff their feet in there. They actually tend to lean over and stick their beaks in instead of putting their feet in there like they used to, and it keeps the water a lot cleaner, and so therefore we only have to water about once a day now. Other than that, I think that's about it. It took us about 2 weeks to build this. Just working on it, 3-4 hours a day, and wasn't really pushing very hard at it. I don't know what the pitch of the roof is, but it's 8 feet tall in the front, and it's about 6 feet tall in the back. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I can really much explain about it. If you you guys have any comments or anything to give me. Oh, one thing I want to point out is I think maybe this winter we may have to cover one or two sides of these. This being the north-facing wall, our winter wind will come up here and it should block most of it, but we may have to cover up one or two of these walls for the winter time. We don't know yet. We'll kind of play that as we go. But other than that, I think we got it pretty well settled in. If you guys have any comments or whatever, feel free to leave your comments, because we're kind of, this is kind of project in progress, and we're, hoping to improve on what we already got started. I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you.
Oh my God.